Well, good afternoon, everybody. Just coming on to this live stream to give you an updated forecast for the rest of today going into the next 8 days as well. So this is a current look at our live IMAX 12, and if you've been outside, you definitely know it is a wet one out there. As unfortunately, we got some widespread rain affecting the Magnolia State, pushing in from our west, but moving itself fairly quickly farther out to the east. So taking a closer look to some of this rain, as you can see, farther up north of the I-20 corridor, closer to areas like in Yazoo City, let's say Pickens, Kosciuszko, going towards Carthage. We're just seeing some more widespread rain. Doesn't look like too many lightning strikes are associated with this, luckily, so nothing too severe out there. And then taking a look at the metro area, we're not seeing any lightning strikes around us right now, so this is just some heavier downpours that's coming into the area. But farther down to our southwest, let's say we get closer to the Natchez area, Meadville, Union Church, as you can see, lots of lightning strikes associated with these storms farther down to our south, and especially in the Pine Belt area as well. Let's say closer to areas in Columbia, going into Jefferson Davis County near Bassfield, and farther out, you can see just a lot of lightning strikes here as well, and some heavier downpours. So for our areas in our southern counties, you're just going to have to be watching out with the least lightning strikes. Areas in central, let's say farther up into North Mississippi, luckily it just looks like some heavier downpours, more rain, maybe a lightning strike or two, but not as many compared to a few of our southern counties. So live look over the metro right now, you can see, well, definitely the rain is coming on down as we got some little raindrops on the camera here. Temperatures right now, still warm, just about 73 degrees, so it doesn't feel bad as you're walking out. Not a cold rain, luckily, and our dew point, not too surprising, right close to our air temperature just because we have that rain coming down, moisture in our atmosphere. So when it comes to today, the rain isn't going to last forever, luckily. It is going to keep on pushing its way east, so by the late afternoon, we should begin to dry up, and that's when I think we're going to see these high temperatures getting into those upper 70s, into the lower 80s. And here in Jackson, expect us, let's say, right around 4 to 5 p.m., we could be seeing our temperature right around the 80-degree margin. Then we get to the overnight. Luckily, we're going to be staying dry, just some partly cloudy conditions, and maybe some patchy fog as you're waking up on your early Saturday morning. But it's going to be a warm start there as well, as we're going to see temperatures just dropping down into those mid-60s. And take a look into this weekend. Luckily, those rain chances are lower. Unfortunately, they're not zero. We got about a 30% chance for your Saturday and Sunday. In the afternoon, we are going to see those high temperatures in the mid-80s as well. So let's take a look at this. Is at 1 o'clock. All that rain that we're experiencing this afternoon going to keep on pushing its way to the east. So by the time we get to around, let's say, 4 p.m. That's where we're going to see it down into our Pine Belt region. Maybe just some lingering showers in our southern counties, but overall we're going to be starting to dry out, and as you're waking up on your Saturday morning, like I said, possibility of some patchy fog as you head out the door. Then we get to the afternoon, and you can see just some scattered showers, isolated as well. It's just going to be one of those hit or miss situations for your Saturday afternoon. If you do get hit with a little downpour, it's not going to last fairly long, and it's going to quickly move on out of your area. And then we get to your Saturday night, and that's where we begin to dry out again. So we're staying dry for the overnight hours, and we waking up on your Sunday morning. Should be dry to head out and out the door, but if you could take a guess, we get to the afternoon on your Sunday, and as we're going to see the possibility of more scattered showers and thunderstorms affecting us. A little bit more widespread, it looks like, for your Sunday as well, still affecting us around 5 o'clock. By the time, let's say, we get to around 8 p.m., that's when that rain's going to be pushing its way a little bit farther down to the south. So central and north Mississippi already going to be drying out when it comes to your Sunday night. Then we start off Monday, luckily. No rain in the forecast for your Monday, just going to be a warmer start there. So taking a look, and once we get through this weekend, this is the total amount of rainfall we're expecting. So at minimum, I'm expecting about a half an inch to an inch, but of course, if you get hit with, we got some heavier downpours today and a few more going into this weekend, you could see around, let's say, 2 to 3 inches of rain for those isolated areas. And just take a look, once this rain wraps up through this weekend, we are going to see temperatures get a little bit warmer out there. So starting off your work week for next week, Monday, high temperature about 89 degrees, possibly squeezing into the 90s for some areas out there, 88 on your Tuesday. And we're going to see those temperatures start to slowly and gradually decrease as we keep progressing next week, because unfortunately, we are going to see rain chances start to affect us again by midweek. So recapping your next 8 days for today, high temperature about 80 degrees in the late afternoon. We're going to have that rain affecting us in the afternoon as well, unfortunately. Then we go into this weekend, high temperatures in those mid-80s, but 30% chance of those isolated showers and thunderstorms affecting us in those afternoon hours. But luckily, no rain on your Monday and Tuesday, and a bit warmer out there as we got highs in the upper 80s. And then we get to your Wednesday, and unfortunately, rain comes right back into our area. So hopefully the rain can hold off just a little bit when it comes to this weekend. So if you got any outdoor activities planned or anything like that, you can go out there and do it. But just make sure you're checking up on the radar by the time we get to the afternoon, because unfortunately for that Saturday and Sunday, that's where we're going to see the possibility of those scattered showers and thunderstorms.